Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of 2tallPodcast. I'm your host, the tallest in the game. I've been doing some research. I think I am the tallest in the game, all right? So I'm going to keep that streak going. And over here, we got my co-hosts. It is good to see Quentin back and Abel. Quentin.
Hey, y'all.
How you feeling?
I feel a whole lot better. I'm glad
Yeah.
to be back. Yeah, I had the flu or something, and that thing was really taking me out. So I'm glad to be
definitely hear you. Because Kim is actually out because of it as well. She texted me yesterday that she
really?
had the flu. So yeah.
Oh wow, it's really going around those now.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. But it's good to know that you were doing well and everything. We're gonna get things started. But I wanted to talk about something real quick. My childhood is just being destroyed, and I just had to show this real quick. So this is can you see it, Quentin?
Mm-mm.
Oh, sorry. So this is the trailer for Shrek 5.
Hey, Magic Man, who's the fairest of them all? Why, Shrek, of course. Ah!
Ew, Dad.
Woohoo, Mom and light.
Who's making this stuff?
Not me.
Whoa! Shrek 5, starring Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, Cameron Diaz, and Zendaya? Oh, damn. Only in theaters, Christmas 2026.
So when I saw this, I thought it was a fake trailer because sorry about that. I thought it was a fake trailer because if you look at how they look, I'm like, what? The way animation has come so far, they shouldn't be looking like that. But that was, I checked the Universal Studios YouTube page, and that's actually them. That's actually how the animation. Huh?
I did see that they were coming back, but you don't think they look the same?
No. Oh no. If you was to go look at Shrek when you get a chance, compare the difference. They look totally different.
Maybe more realistic, but technology's gotten better, so
I don't know. But I'm just happy they're doing it. I'm still going to tune in. This is amazing. The last one was, I think, in 2010, and Zendaya's in it. So that's pretty cool.
It's gonna be good.
So we'll keep an eye out for that next Christmas. But let's get things started. We have a lot to talk about. And let's start off, first of all, Hot Topics with D&Q. And our first one is McDonald's cards teens under 20. So give me a sec. Cool, I'm getting a little bit better with this one. All right, so New York City McDonald's out in Brooklyn and Flatbush will start carding teenagers in response to crime. Quote, people fight there. I guess people in the area are saying that kids are, fighting there. And so these are teenagers under 20, I believe, who after school, they go there and that's a hangout spot. For me, it was to go home, when I was a kid. It was to me go home. But, you look at the Popeyes, here in the Bronx, it's definitely the hangout spot. What's your thoughts on this?
What is that?
Say it again.
Oh, I was saying, what is that? The laughing or something?
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's the
I can definitely hear it.
Sorry about that.
But that's crazy because, like you said, the Popeyes here in the Bronx, the kids hang out there. I think a lot of the kids just hang out after school anyway. And I remember a story. I don't know how many years ago it was, but it was one of the McDonald's in Brooklyn, where there was a huge fight. I don't know if you remember that. It
Yeah.
was like what, 16 people, 20 people involved or something. They were all
Mhm.
young people though, just like fighting in the whole restaurant. So I understand what they're doing.
Yeah, and they're not allowed under. It says no one is under the age of 20 allowed in a restaurant without a parent or a proper identification. I'm like, wow. I agree. I guess I agree with it because for some odd reason, when when you look at fast food and McDonald's, it relates more to teens. I like a McDonald's too, but I'm not about to spend my whole time chilling there at a McDonald's. So
Right.
they draw in a younger crowd. Um, so I'm not surprised that they're doing this. It's sad that we have to go to great lengths to do stuff like this. I'm not in that location. I'm not in the
Hmm.
Flatbush area. I don't live out there, but I commend them for doing it. I think there's other ways to get around from that because you're gonna have a security guard there guarding it, and that's gonna cause problems. Everybody's quick to take out this phone, so that security guard is gonna be he's gonna go viral one way or another. Whether he's
Hmm.
hitting a kid inappropriately or something, or the kids are jumping him because kids don't care about manners anymore. They don't care about age. They're gonna get you.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, we'll definitely keep our eye on that.
I'm
Um,
only curious though, how are they going to do something with the 19-year-olds and the 18-year-olds? Because if you say they have to have a parent, if you're 18
yeah.
or 19, you're already an adult. So legally, anyway.
Well, no.
So
So it's
how are they
kids.
going to do that?
Yeah. So it's kids under 20-year old. Um, they have to. Uh, no one under the age of 20 is allowed in the restaurant without a parent. Um,
But I
but yeah,
mean, how do
you're
you
definitely.
enforce that with an 18-year-old or a 19-year-old?
Yeah, you're definitely right. Um, because technically you're 18, you're an adult, and if you need an
Right.
adult you're a young adult. But if you need a parent to go with you to McDonald's, um, I think they should have put it for uh, the
I'd
law
say
is
18
18. Yeah.
because the law is 18. I mean, what if I'm 18 and I don't live with my parents or I don't even have anything to do with my parents?
Hmm.
Who am I bringing in with me? I'm an adult and I don't, you know,
And
I'm
also
not
for
with
the
my
record,
parents.
over 20 isn't they're not good either. 21, 22, they're badasses as well.
They
Why
can be,
limit it
yeah.
under 20? You think, trust me, it's the over 20s that you have to look out for, you know. So we'll
Yeah, but
see.
I think maybe they're trying to keep out all that super young energy though,
Yeah.
especially like right after school and everything too. That's probably what they're trying to do.
Um, I mean, it sucks for everybody else because there's not everybody, there's always that one bad apple on the tree. Not everybody on that tree, metaphorically speaking, is a bad apple. So we'll definitely see what happens. But
Exactly.
moving on. Uh, Kimmy K. Oh no, Kimmy K. fucks up. Um, Kim Kardashian is being sued for posting photos of a wrong man on Instagram. So the background here, she's being sued for slander in a slander lawsuit here in New York because she put up a photo of someone who was the wrong person. She's trying to fight for this man who's going on death row, and she put up the wrong person's photo, and she left it on her Instagram for about 5 hours. And so the man, he's been getting, I don't know what kind of things have been happening because if I'm correct, all she's doing is she's trying to defend this man on death row. So I don't know what kind of
Hmm.
threats the mistaken man is getting. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but he said that his life's been turned upside down and everything. So he's suing for slander. Honest mistake, or is he blown it out of proportion? Should he be doing it? Was it an honest mistake, or what's your thoughts on this?
I'm sure it was a honest mistake. I mean, I don't think she would have done it on purpose. I'm still surprised that it even happened because somebody at her level on social media, I don't think she just posts stuff by herself. Like she has a team of people. So anytime she makes a post, I'm
Sure.
sure there are other people that approve stuff too. I mean, obviously she's going to be the main approver, but I'm sure she runs it by other people first before she posts because she has, I don't know, something like 300 and something thousand followers or something like
Yeah, she
that.
has 370 million Instagram followers. Well,
Yeah.
last year it could be up from now. Here at Two Tall Podcast, we do our research. Um, so, but I definitely think about it like that. I think the guy is just taking the opportunity, and why not? A celebrity is slandering you. Take the opportunity, get some money out of it. I think it was an honest mistake, but if you're trying to, because he's trying to be a lawyer, if you're trying to be a lawyer, you got to be on your P's and Q's. You know,
Hmm.
so it's both. I think he's blown it out of proportion, like I said. It was an honest mistake, a stupid mistake if you're trying to be a lawyer, but it was a mistake nonetheless. But he's a New Yorker. He's from New York. Even though he doesn't need it, he's taking the opportunity to get 5 minutes of fame. Um, so
Like
yeah,
everybody.
I mean, I saw.
But I mean,
Let me ask you a question. If
uh-huh.
if Aaron Pierre was mistaking you as you know, you know, puts up a picture and it's the wrong picture and it's a picture of you. Do you sue him? Do you make it up? Like, how would you handle the situation?
I'm not gonna sue. I'm gonna use it as an opportunity to reach out to his team so we can connect, even though I don't even think he's on that team, but whatever. I might get a meet and greet.
What team you talking about?
His team. Oh. Straight or gay. I'm
Oh,
pretty
okay.
sure
I
he's
mean,
straight.
we can say. I feel like we can. Gay is not a bad thing to say. Gay, you know.
Of course
But
not.
I get what you're saying. He's probably not. Uh,
But I could get a
um,
meet and greet out of it.
yeah, meet and greet. Have them wash your dishes shirtless or something. I don't know.
But
So,
even as far as the guy though from New York though, the one that was wrongfully posted with Kim, honestly, I think he's just milking it because if he's not actually incarcerated, then the biggest, I don't know, inconvenience he would have gotten would have been some people seeing the picture and being like, "Oh, are you okay? I saw that you were, locked up or whatever."
mhm.
But I mean, nothing bad is happening to him, not that I know
That-
of. So
Does he win the lawsuit?
I don't know. That's tricky. I mean, if I was the judge, no. But some judges may award him that, especially depending on how they see the Kardashian family. You know what I mean? Because sometimes they look at them as these people with all of this money and no talent. That's what some people say. So if they get that kind of a judge that has an issue with them, he might win.
Um, we'll see.
We'll see.
Um, we'll definitely see that. Oh, you can sue for anything. It's crazy.
You
I
know
want
how
to.
America is.
Yeah, we got to follow up because I want to see if Dunk or Duke, the rapper who was suing, I want to follow up. I want to see if what's going on with that. Um, when we come
I
back
just saw
into,
her actually though.
huh?
I mean, not in person, but she just did some interview this week or whatever, where she's still, trying to run her 15 minutes of fame, where she was talking about basically that like she used to like girls, but now she doesn't anymore. She's straight now. She used to be gay, but she's not anymore.
Mm.
Yeah,
Um, I'm not
I
even.
think she's just trying anything right
Oh
now.
yeah, she is. And I gotta find the show that she was on. When I come back, because she was on the show and she got eliminated. So she just trying to find a way
Oh yeah.
because not to stay on this topic for too long. The Uber driver lost his job because of her.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, I heard an update.
Oh, that's messed up.
Yeah.
That's really
Yep.
messed up.
So, yeah, it's So, we're gonna dive into the next topic, and
Mm-hmm.
I know you'll have a lot to say about this one. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. All right. So, MSNBC canceled Joy Reid on the readout, and Lester Holt is leaving NBC. I meant to say NBC. The parent company is yeah. So,
Mm-hmm.
let's dive in. I actually took some notes and stuff. So, the readout was debuted in 2020. Um, they said that there's no information on why it got canceled. Um,
Mm-hmm.
there was rumors that it was because of um, low ratings. Uh, and there's people saying that it was, you know, um, what's the word? Politically motivated. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to say. But yes, I don't think it was because of low rating. Well, there's a new president there, and she's like shaking things up. She's like moving some few people. I know she moved some people off the weekend as well. So
Mm-hmm.
what's what do you think about all this, Quentin?
If I'm being honest, I don't think it's because of rating. I mean,
Mhm.
regular television news across the board, no matter what network, is down since the election. They say that. They all
Yeah.
report that because people just don't trust the news anymore. And I don't blame them. I mean, the news is still owned by big corporations, and there's still only certain things that they're allowed to say or not say up
Mhm.
to a certain point. And so it's still controlled by people with money. And people are starting to wake up and see that, I think, slowly. But when it comes to Joy Reid, I think this new president coming in, even though she's a black woman, but I think that
White
she
woman.
is shaking things up. Oh, the new one is a white woman.
Yeah, I'm
It
glad
was
you
a
said
black
that. The
woman
black,
there.
yes, yes. So
Okay.
she left. But yeah, it's a white woman coming in now. So yeah, go continue. Sorry about
Well, I think that she's trying to shake things up, but I think Joy Reid specifically, Joy speaks out because I like Joy Reid's show,
that. Yeah.
and I think she speaks out a lot of truth to power, a lot of the real things going on. She calls out, you know, this orange man all the time in a way that a lot of the other news shows don't. And because she's so loud and outspoken about it, I think that's why this happened. I mean, it was like pretty immediate too, because like she literally won an NAACP award last week for her
Yeah.
show, and then a few days later, she found out from the company that her show was being canceled over the weekend. Like,
Yeah.
and
They
you know
thought
they already
hey,
knew
they
this.
thought it would be bittersweet. Oh, at least she got an award. Yeah, I would listen. You know how many people helped me during COVID? Chris Cuomo when he was on CNN, Don Lemon when he was on CNN during the Trump era too. I used
Hmm.
to see their shows, especially during George Floyd protests. But speaking of Don Lemon, first off, Don Lemon, I love Don Lemon. He's just doing the damn thing on Instagram.
Me too.
He does hot topics in the morning. He's renovating. He's getting with the times. Um, and he's doing it on Instagram. You know, uh,
YouTube.
yeah, and, YouTube and Instagram.
YouTube too.
And he's just because this social media is where it's at. Um,
Hmm.
Daytime TV is, you know, it's disappearing.
Yeah.
I rarely look at it if I'm being honest. I rarely look at it, and people know that. Not to throw wrestling. I'm a big wrestling fan. Anybody knows that I love WWE. They knew that as well. They used to be on USA Network. They moved to Netflix. So they
Hmm.
show Monday Night Raw on Netflix. So everybody knows that's where it's at. Um, so kudos to Joy. She'll find a new way to social media is the way. Don't do it on X. Somebody owns it.
Right.
Um, So, but Megan Kelly, she was like good riddance. She wasn't good anyway. Yeah, she's on Fox now. She was a former NSNBC anchor. Of course, she's gonna have a say so. But Don Lemon tweeted out. I think he said. I want to make sure right. He said, "Fuck you" in his tweet to her. Fuck you. Just and he's being more vocal than ever, and I love it. He's
Hmm.
inspiring him. But yeah, I love when black people stick up and stand up for each other, and I'm glad I brought that up. Do we have time still? Yes, we still do. So this episode is recording on a Friday, and it will air probably tonight, which is Monday. Um, but the economic blackout, have you heard about that? So today,
Yes.
not supposed to shop retail or anything like that. Don't spend our money. Um, what's it done on haircuts? Because I got to get a haircut. My barber's Dominican. Do we let that pass or?
Technically, we're not supposed to be shopping for anything. I did my shopping yesterday, but at the same time, I think they say if it's necessities or if you're helping like a small business or something, which I'm assuming your barber is probably part of a small business as opposed to one of these big corporations, I think it should be all right. Just
Okay.
like if you go to the bodega or something like that, like that's a
Yeah.
small business. That's not like some big corporation.
Question is this gonna really make an impact today, and should it be longer than 2 days? I mean, longer than a day.
I think if enough people participate in it, it's going to make a difference.
Mm.
Now, in the future, I'm sure we need to do something longer. But when you do stuff like this, you got to be able to convince not only the people up above, but also the people who are participating that it's even worth it. So if you do it for one day and it makes a difference, then you can go in the future and say, okay, this worked for this one day. Now we're going to try a week or, whatever, and see how much more we can shake things up. So got to start small, but I think it'll make a difference.
I think it. I think it will make a difference. I think it will make a difference. Um, but I hope it's a big message to these retailers that understand. Because it's not just black people doing it today, right? Or was it just for black people, or is it it goes out to anybody?
It goes out to anybody. I think maybe it started with black people, but it's going out to anybody though.
Because it's it's us that are really keeping businesses in a flow. Target doesn't be what it is without people buying their products. Amazon. Same with them. Same with Walmart. You know, the regular consumers You know, um,
The
moves the
products.
economic growth. Me and you, um, regular day by day blue collar workers, whatever you want to call us. You know,
Hmm.
we we buy the products, and so on. So it's a chain cycle. So, but it does start with us. So I hope it does send a message. Because when money's involved, and if you're not making money, then you may want to change your policies.
Hmm.
I think Target should already go back to allowing DEI. Don't just follow what Trump wants to do. So
And I think you already reported on it though that Target, they're down. Their numbers
yeah,
are
I
down.
said it last week.
Yeah.
The shareholders was not happy with how sales are and how things are looking for them, and yeah, I think they
Uh,
should. I think they should walk on thin ice. Just because that man tells you to jump doesn't mean you have to jump or act how high.
yeah.
Because they wasn't doing this before. As soon as he came in, and because Trump gives the okay to be racist, everybody else is
Right.
scared to do it, but he's gonna admit that he's racist, and he gives the green light, and everybody, all right, he
All's
said,
in line.
you know, um,
But they only
so
care about money. The corporations like that. They only care about money. So if tomorrow Trump was like, we're gonna start having DEI again or whatever, they would all get it back again. They only care about which way they need to move to make the money. That's it.
Yeah. So I think. Oh, Lester Hope. Let's talk about him real quick. We didn't get a chance to discuss him because he's leaving
Lester.
NBC Nightly News. He's still going to do Dateline, but I got to change that. But yeah, what's your thoughts on him leaving? Mind you, I think it's either the same day or the same week that she got canceled. He was out too.
Well, he announced his on last Monday, which was also Joy Reid's last show, which was also a very good show, by the way. She was very professional. She kept it just like one of her regular shows, but just maybe turned up a little bit more. But as far as
Yeah, you
Lester
leaving? Why
leaving
not?
goes, right. But as far as Lester, as far as I can tell, he left on his own. As far as the nightly news, he's gonna stay on Dateline, like you said. He'll actually be a consistent host on Dateline now. But I haven't seen a reason yet as to why. He's going to leave
Yeah.
at the beginning of the summer, beginning of this summer, but no exact date. And I don't know, maybe he just is growing in a different direction, or maybe he sees the writing on the wall for some anchors.
I
I
feel like
don't know.
now more than ever, it's hard to get people to really want to be truthful and do the news. I think Rachel Maddow, because she came at her own company and basically said they fucked up. They made a stupid decision. Um, you
I
know,
agree with her.
yeah, they did. I you know, so I look at News Nation. I love News Nation. I love Cuomo. I love Cuomo. I'll follow him wherever he is at, and he's the anchor on News Nation. He's been able to be real, be honest, be vocal, and I have yet to see him or any other anchor on News Nation get shitted on. I think in with that man in the White House and whatever is going on in the world, you have to be able to tell the truth. You have to be able to do journalism the right way. And that's not high BS. That's not plagiarize, because I think the White House has specific people who they're allowing to come into the press secretary room moving forward, most likely being Fox. Um, we don't need what's going on in the world to be um, hidden just for certain people. Um,
Hmm.
so I hope she keeps doing what she's doing. Just do it on a different platform. You know, the day of TV is slowly declining. Um, you get more viewers on Instagram. Um, so I wish her best of luck, and she got this. She's an intelligent and smart Black woman, and she'll be back on her feet sooner rather than later, especially if she follows the Don
I
Lemon.
mean, I think that's probably what she'll end up doing is following the Don Lemon route. I mean, she's already got a built-in audience. I'm one
Yeah.
of them. And so if she starts her own thing on YouTube, I'm gonna follow her. Also, it's more accessible. Things are more accessible on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Um, so yeah, she'll already have a
Yeah.
built-in audience to
Yeah, you
follow.
can go on YouTube. You can see like hit shows like 2tallPodcast every Monday night at 6 p.m. How to put it in a little plug. Before we get to
Exactly.
our last news segment, if you like everything that me and Quentin are doing, like, share, and subscribe. Hit that like button. We are having fun doing it. I hope you are entertained, especially when we have my friend on Kim. So yeah, like, share some comments, share this to your Facebook, to your Instagram. Talk about that tall, handsome SOB and the short dude next to him, how they're doing what they got to do, having fun doing it. All right. Um, Listen, it's okay to be short. I wish I was short. I'd be able to fit in trains. Um,
It's
um,
got its advantages sometimes.
that's a nice segue. I'm glad I said that because up next, our first news segment. Am I giving facts or am I an asshole? So this is basically I'm going to talk about something. In my opinion of something. The viewers, you can do it. You can tell me if I'm spitting facts, leave a comment, or am I just an asshole, Quentin? But you will keep it a buck with me and tell me if I'm giving facts or I'm an asshole. Okay.
You got
So
it.
My beef is with these. How can I put it without sounding racist? These Mexican entrepreneurs. I like that. Who are shut up? I like it. Mexican entrepreneurs who are selling candies and stuff. They got their babies on. They're selling candy on the platforms or on the train. I usually let them pass me by. I don't pay attention to them. Um, but I was feeling kind of good. Um, and I said, you know what? My breath kind of stinks right now. Let me get some gum. I think I was on my way to meet somebody. And I was like, all right, let me get some gum. Let me help them out. I'm feeling good. God has blessed me. Why not? So, I stopped the little lady. And I'm getting ready to take out $1 because I'm assuming it's gonna be $1. Um, so I said, "Can I get a China gum?" He said, "Three, three what? No, I only want one. No, three, $3." I'm like, $3, and in my mind, I'm like, that's okay. I'm good. Um, I don't see, I don't see why. If you're like I told you, if you're trying to compete with other, you're trying to make a living. Don't try to make it too high. You want people to we're already in New York. You don't have to have New York City prices. Sell it for me for $1 or something. Or I would have settled for two, but $3 for a gum, that's
Mm-hmm.
unbelievable. So I told her no, and she kept moving, and she kept looking back at me with her little puppy eyes. The baby was looking as they both looking at me. I'm like, no, I'm good. Got on my 2 train, kept it moving. I don't think $3 should have been the reasonable price. If you're trying to get my business, you're trying to, you know, like I'm that fucking important. But still, I think it should have been $1. If they look at this while they're taking a break in between the cars of the train, $1, uno. I think it should be $1. Asshole or spitting facts.
I think it's been facts.
Gotcha.
I mean, I'm not gonna knock anybody's hustle. I
Hmm.
totally understand them coming through trying to sell stuff. You got to do what you got to do. But at the same time, if you're trying to compete with these other businesses, like a regular business, and
Yeah.
you're just like walking through, I mean, like you said, you should make your prices less than what it's going to be in the store. That's the point of me buying it from you and not from the store. But you know
Bingo.
what? They might be like trying to what is the word? Capitalize on the situation because you're on the train. You're not in the store right now. So you might want that candy or that gum or whatever like right now. So you might be willing to pay that $3 because you're not at the store, and maybe you won't have time to get to the store once you get off the train. So that's
Let,
probably what they're hoping for.
let me ask you this one, and it plays in still with just a question. I don't even need your opinion if you think I'm an asshole or not. What are your thoughts on grown men that be selling candy on the subway?
I don't really see too many grown men selling candy. I
Mm.
see them like dancing and stuff, but I usually see either the women or I see kids, like young
Once
kids, high school kids, but I don't
once in
usually
a
see
blue
grown men.
moon, once in a blue moon, I do see them on the 2 line. They be getting off what's fun square. I guess I think that's where they get all the candy from that area.
Oh,
But they're probably buying both. Um, I don't know. A grown man selling candy. I mean, in New York,
I
we
mean,
got
I'm
it.
not gonna knock it.
You're not gonna knock it. Just
They're doing something.
You know what I don't like? Those dudes that be like, can I get some candy to support my basketball team? When there's no real basketball team.
But how do you know there's no team?
There's no team.
For some
Yes.
of them, they could be a team if they're in high school or
Yeah,
something. You could see that team.
it's a team on 2K. It's a basketball team on 2K.
It's New
But
York. Everybody's got to hustle.
um we have a hustle. You have a hustle because after this, it's time for us to get to work. Because
Yeah.
we ain't this is not our main source of income and everything. But thank you everyone for joining in.
Yeah.
We'll be back on the 10th of March. New episodes. We're gonna take a little small break, but we're still gonna be
Small.
throwing stuff through social media because we got to keep the thread going. Um, So yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Um,
Like, share, and subscribe.
like, share, and subscribe. That's, like, share, subscribe, support us, support this. Because the bigger we get, the bigger our content would be. The more people we'll have on. Because we would love to have more guests on. And hopefully for next month, we have some amazing star-studded guests. Quentin knows I'm working in the background. I'm trying to get some people on. There's this dude named Podcast Poppy. I love his energy. We may be on this other show. What was the show in Connecticut?
Oh my God, I forgot their name.
Don and Don and Harold, or it's a show.
Like right there, yeah.
It's a show in Connecticut. We're gonna be on there. We're gonna meet them. So we're gonna be everywhere because we have to get the word out that this is Too Tall Podcast, and we're two dope ass people bringing you the entertainment, bringing you the news, bringing you the music, bringing you the pop culture, bringing you gay facts, everything, you know. So yeah,
Right.
keep tuning in, and you like what we say, cool. You don't like what we say, that's okay. Tell somebody else. Tell your friend that would probably like us, you know,
That's right.
you know. But it's been real, and
Yes,
we'll look
sir.
forward to seeing you on the 10th. That's on Monday, I believe, right?
That is a Monday, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. So yeah, it's gonna be good. So everyone,
Yeah.
do yourself a favor. Have a good week. Be blessed. Stay safe, and we'll see you soon.
See you guys.